Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I got this bold AF Valentine's Day makeup look using the Morphe 3502 palette, one of my favorite palettes out right now. Well, it's been out for a long time, but one of my favorite palettes. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this makeup look, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and enjoy. Alright, so we are starting off with one eye done. I did the one eye off camera. I figured it's a little bit easier to do it that way. That way I can just focus on one eye and just show you guys how I got it done. So we are dipping into the Morphe 3502 palette, and I'm going to start with the color Universal. If you guys watched any of my other makeup tutorials using this palette, you guys will know that I usually start with the color Universal just as a first transition color. I just like the effect that it gives, and it just helps me blend all the other colors in together. So I'm starting off with that. Next, using the same brush, I'm going to go into the color just below that called Flux, and I'm basically going to tap that into the same spot and just blend that into the color Universal. I just wanted a nice soft transition color, and honestly I feel like I didn't need to use as many eyeshadows as I did for this makeup look, but I was trying to create something, and I think I created something pretty cool. So I'm just blending that out into my crease and just building it up slowly. You guys know I like to build up slowly because I have hooded eyes. Next, I'm going to go into the color all the way at the end of that row on a fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to go into the color called Fawn, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start deepening the crease even more. You guys know how I feel about defining my hooded eye creases, so I'm just going to take a bit of color on that fluffy crease brush and really go in and define my crease. I'm not rushing to do this at all. I'm really just taking my time, and I'm building up this color. Alright, so next I'm going to go into the color Brunette on this more tapered crease brush, and I'm going to put that on the outer V and into my crease just a little bit. We're going to come back to this color a little bit later on in the tutorial, but I'm just starting off by putting this color on my outer V just to give my eyes a little bit of guidance, and it's just going to help me cut the crease a little bit when it's time. So I'm just taking a little bit just on this brush and just flicking it into my crease very softly. We're going to build it up and fix it a little bit later. And I'm also going back into that crease brush just to blend it out just a tiny bit. And now I'm just cutting the crease. I think I used my LA Pro Girl concealer just to cut the crease here. And you guys probably know that cutting the crease is not my favorite thing to do, but I thought this makeup tutorial kind of needed to have a cut crease, and I was doing something a little bit bold, so I wanted to do that. So now I'm going into this really nice color, and it's called Ruby, and I'm going on my finger. Actually, I'm using my finger to really push that into the concealer, and then I'm going to go in with the brush in a little bit, you'll see. So I'm just first patting that color right in the center of my lid, and then when I can't reach around the edges, I'm going to go into a more flat brush and just really get it all over in that area. Because my eyes are so small, I have to do it this way. That way I can really define it some more. But this color is absolutely beautiful. I must admit that, you know, it did stain a little bit when I was washing off my makeup later on that night. It was a little bit hard to come out, but it did eventually come out. Alright, so after that, I'm now going into this color called Fire. It's the color right beside it, and it's more of like the matte shade to the ruby shade, and I'm just putting that towards the outer V of my eye, and I'm also going to blend that into the brunette color and just kind of create like a soft transition for myself. So now I'm going back into that tapered crease brush on the color brunette and just really blending that into each other. That way they work really well and complement each other instead of just kind of sitting there on the eye. So now I'm going into this color called Amber. I know, it's a lot of eyeshadows. I'm going into this color called Amber, which is a really pretty, almost like fiery rose goldy color, and I thought that would look really good on the inner part of my eye to kind of transition all those colors in together. Like my eyes look like fire scarlet red, and I really like the dimension that it gave my eyes. So I put that on, and then I went back into the tapered crease brush and just really buffed out the edges of those so they were soft. And I took my time here and I went back with each of the colors and really tried to blend it all together. Now I'm taking the color Fawn on the tapered brush and I'm just dusting it under my eye just to create that really nice shadowy effect. I already have my base makeup done, so I could do this. And then I'm going back into the color, I think I mixed Ruby and Fire, and I'm just dusting that underneath my eye, creating a shadow. And then I went back into the color Amber on the inner part of my eye. Going in with some eyeliner just on the outer part of my eye. I felt like this makeup look needed a little bit of smokiness underneath the eye. And then I took a liquid liner and I just lined my lash line. I didn't wing it out, just lined it. And then I put on these Violet Voss lashes, I don't remember what they're called, and some mascara. And I did cut the eyelashes a lot because they were a little bit too big for my eyes. But I thought it looked really pretty. So now I'm going to go in, zoom you guys out a little bit, and finish the rest of my face. I'm just bronzing up my skin just with some bronzer, the bronzer I always use. I forget what it's called at the moment. And then after that, I'm going to go into this Becca, what's it called? I have it right here actually. I'm going to go into this Becca Skin Glow Face Palette, and I'm going to highlight my face, and I'm going to be using these two colors right here to highlight. I thought they were really pretty. I didn't want to do too craziness on my face, so I kind of kept the highlight a little bit soft. And then I also used the blush in that palette as well. For my lips, I went in with my favorite lip liner right now, which is the Wet n Wild lip liner in the color Chestnut. And then I was kind of debating on what lips I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to do something red, but I didn't want it to be too red, so I kind of experimented here. You're about to see. So I went in with the ColourPop Ellery lip stain. What's it called? It's called Ren Main. So after I put on the lip liner, I went in with that, and I put that all over my lip, and then I went in with this Too Faced Melted Metallic lipstick, and I put that in the center of my lips and kind of mixed those two colors together, and just kind of created this really nice deep reddish color. And then I was kind of thinking maybe I should add a little bit of gloss to it. So then I added a tiny bit of ColourPop times Shayla Neat Freak gloss, just like a tiny bit. I put it on my finger and I just kind of dabbed it in the... So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye!